Hi guys, Sharon of School Corridor here again. We are busy with our IQMS series. One of the viewers asked me a question about how can we make IQMS more inclusive, more effective as well, because at the moment schools are just using the IQMS process as a scoring exercise. So in the previous video, I attempted to explain how the DSGs should be activated as a mentoring and coaching support group rather than just the group that is going to give a teacher a score at the end of the day. Right? So there's another important structure that must make IQMS a magical, sexy process at your school, and that is the SDT, the Staff Development Team. The role of that staff development team is not only to compile all the teacher scores at the end of the year. Like your DSG, your development support group, the staff development team is supposed to oversee or coordinate all the development activities at the school. So once all the teachers have completed their PGPs, that QA6, right, and you have identified all your development needs, then on the one hand, the DSG will help you to develop your professional development plan, and the SDT, the school team, is supposed to take all those PGPs with the development needs, and that SDT must then compile a summary of all the teachers' needs at the school. Now, once the SDT has all the development needs of the school, that team is then supposed to work out which activities or which needs are common to most of the teachers, and then develop a professional development plan for the entire staff to see how you're going to expose the teachers to those activities that they have mentioned. So those development activities are supposed to be on your calendar. In other words, your school calendar mustn't just have all the examination dates and when teachers must set their assessments. On that school calendar, you're also supposed to have your professional development program for teachers. And that I find is absent on most of the school calendars at the schools that I visit in our district. Okay, so if you really want your professional development program to work, then the first thing is you have to put it on your calendar. If you don't put it on your calendar, that's the time when you will allow those dates that you have in your mind to fall by the wayside because there are so many things happening at the school. And then you're going to forget about your professional development program that you are supposed to have for the teachers. So the staff development team or school development team is the team that must inform your SMT, your school management team, about what the common development needs at your school are. And then when they consult with the SMT will then guide the school development team as to when those programs can take place. And in that way, you will ensure that you are touching on the most important development needs of your teachers. So on the one hand, you're going to have your DSGs who are now going to be actively involved in helping the teachers get support in the areas that they have identified. And then you have the school team that will ensure that the entire staff will be engaged in common development activities that the whole staff has identified. And in that way, you'll find that IQMS will become more meaningful. Okay? So my suggestion to schools is one, that once the school development team has compiled that common list of developmental needs, then that SDT must present that to the school management team, and then together the two teams will have to decide when those activities can take place. So in other words, it means it must go on the calendar. once it's on the calendar, you can then start sourcing your various service providers or even use teachers at the school. Because remember, most teachers are so um, teachers are so resourceful. There are teachers that have amazing talents and gifts and skills and abilities and ways of teaching and managing at the school, so you don't often have to go outside. So that is the team that will decide, okay, we're going to get an external service provider to help us, have an activity on this development need, and then source from the school as well teachers that have the wisdom and ask them to participate in that. So if you do it like that, then you'll find that on the one hand, on the one level, you will have your support teams working on the individual personalized needs, and on the other level, you'll have the school working on the school development needs. And in that way, you'll make IQMS more meaningful. It's when schools just focus on IQMS as a scoring exercise, as a paper exercise, then you reduce the value of IQMS. So I'm challenging all of you to have, like I said in the previous video, your professional development plan for teachers, and then work on a professional development plan for educators as well. And then keep me posted. Let me know whether that is going to help. See you next time.